Moving on to number 5. Some students have a lot of problem with number 5 because it seems kind of wacky to set up, trying to manipulate a density calculation here. But that's simply not the case. Remember, when we're talking about creating conversion factors and density, I'm wanting you to follow the units first. Units first, units first, units first, units first, always. Always, always, always. No exceptions. Don't try to make an exception because it's not going to work. Anywho, here we are given a density. We are also given a volume, and we're being asked for mass. So if I were to take our density equation, knowing that we're supposed to solve for mass, if I rearrange this to solve for mass, right, multiply both sides by volume, I'll end up with mass equals volume times density. Well, I've been given both the values for volume and density, so I can simply plug them straight in to my equation. 10.0 cubic centimeters multiplied by 2.70 grams per cubic centimeter, because that's the density, and I simply carry out my calculation. Now you can see, I'm sure, that I'm going to end up multiplying 10.0 by 2.70, and that's correct, and that's all well and good, so let's get our calculator. Right, 10.0 multiplied by 2.70, we're going to end up with 27. Let's go ahead and write that down. But here's the question. What do I do with all these units? What's the deal with these units? Well, I want you to realize that this is a unit for volume. This is a unit for density. But in the units for density, we have mass and volume. Now, this is that fractional line. This is that fractional line right here. So that means that grams is actually a numerator, and this cubic centimeter is a denominator. And since we're multiplying, what this actually ends up looking like, which you might be a little bit more familiar with at this point, if I were to set it up using my crosshairs, this is the exact situation that I have described here. I have volume right here on the numerator, I have mass on the numerator, and then I have a volume on the denominator, which is going to allow me to cancel out those volumes, leaving the only unit I have left as grams. And so when I carry out this calculation up here, because I notice that this is a denominator, I get to cancel those volume units, and my only unit left is grams, which is what I want, because didn't the question want me to solve for mass? And the answer is yes.